Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Parlay with Awthentik and The Beard, featuring Scotty Booms. Thank you everybody for joining us this Sunday morning. We have some action on the board. 1 o'clock games, 4 o'clock games, a Sunday night game, a Monday night game, and yes, a Tuesday night game. We got a lot of actives, inactives, sleepers, must plays, overs, unders, spreads, the lines. It's all here, and we're going to go all over it for you. Let me bring in the fellas, Scotty Booms and Awthentik.
I like that intro, man. Good morning.
That Beard. I mean, I know this is our first year with the parlay, but I'm telling you what, you got this thing down pat. I feel like my job is right. You don't need me here anymore.
So, Scotty Booms, how was your night last night after the live?
It was good, man. You know, ran a little later than normal, but I mean, it's just weird having it on Saturday. Thanksgiving Thursday, having that day off work, going back to work. My days are all mixed up, but I'm looking at the TV screen now, and it's definitely Sunday. Kind of feels like a bye week for Washington, to be honest with you.
It does.
I feel you, man. Y'all had the game on Thursday. This been the longest week, man. I swear. I've been waiting forever for this game. Feels like 4 or 5 weeks, man. But how about that fight last night, man? That Tyson fight was a little tough, man.
Look, I'm glad that we had the conversation about it before we watched it, because it was better than I had thought it was going to be, because like the way that like we were talking about it, I thought it was just going to be like, you know, two old dudes just going like this. No, you know, but they had judges. They fought the whole fight, you know.
Hey, but that draw, they ain't had no judges.
It was whack.
And that right there, that let me know that fight was a little bit set up, if you ask me, man.
It might have been in the contract that it can only end in a draw.
Exactly. I bet you I was telling that to the homie. I was like, yo, I think it was in the contract, because Mike Tyson looked like he could have got him out of there.
Look, Mike Tyson wanted to fight more.
Yeah.
Like when they finished, he was like, "Wait, come on, can we go like overtime or something?" Like, and then at the end when they're interviewing, he was like, "We're gonna do this again." And Roy Jones is like,
"Yeah." Roy Jones said, "I'm gonna have to ask my wife and kids about that." Yeah, the way my family's set up, you know, things get a little crazy there. That was a hilarious fight, and big shout out to Snoop Dogg on the commentary was like, I need that in more sports, bro. Like, that was hilarious. I love Snoop. And when he was saying all those, like, rib jokes, man, yo, he was like, you're going to have to put them ribs on the barbecue for me. Yo, I was dying, bro. It was too funny.
When Nate Robinson got knocked out, Snoop was like, oh, Lord Jesus. I mean, bro, God.
Hey, he said we're going to have to get grandma to come break this fight up.
They went to Twitter. I went to Twitter, and it was a mess.
Yo,
for
that
Nate
joke was
Robinson
too
or
funny.
for the whole fight in particular? Nate
The
Robinson.
whole night in general.
Yeah.
Twitter was pretty awesome.
NBA players weren't happy with Nate Robinson's performance.
Hey, the Hub, man. Shout out the Hub, man. We're going to be on his channel later. But he posted this one to Nate Robinson, right? When he got hit, the Sonic coins popped out his body.
I saw that one.
I died laughing, dog. I was like, yo, I ain't going to front, though. The meme culture is a little bit too aggressive. Like, could you imagine waking up being Nate Robinson this morning?
If he's waking up, I mean, you think he's up yet? I think Max said that in the comments.
I doubt it, bro.
I don't like that Paul kid neither, so I was kind of rooting for Nate Robinson.
Dude is definitely a boxer, though. Wow. He
moves like a boxer. It looks like a couple of those first ones where he knocked him down were like back of the head type shots, but they said they were legal on the broadcast.
Yeah, not a lot of clean punches from him. I will say that. Lot of grazes on the back of the head, top of the head.
Yeah.
And in the Roy Jones fight, too, you saw Roy Jones was looking for the cut in the 5th round. He was like, I'm cut, right? Coach, I'm cut, right? Call this fight, man.
Oh, man.
That was a great look, though, man. I enjoyed that fight to the fullest. I'm not going to lie. I think, you know that Mike Tyson has a league that he's building up for, like, celebrity boxing and different things like this. And I think it's a fantastic lane, man, for entertainment. I'm looking forward to see who else they could bring up on these cards. He says they're going to bring Roy Jones back for another fight, I guess, against somebody else, man. I'm loving it, man. Can't wait to see what they do with this league.
I mean, just the whole vibe of everything that went on last night was just like, I feel like the wave of the future. Just like the way it was all set up, like, you know, I know a lot of it had to do with COVID, but just like the big screen around the top of the ring and just the way the announcers were set up, the lineup of announcers that they had was, I thought was fabulous.
It's very WWF meets the hood.
Yeah, and then you had all the
really what it was.
performances, and then Snoop was smoking the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, Snoop, the performances were whack. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
A lot, and I was looking forward to seeing St. John on this bill. I ain't really like the set. I saw YG. I saw a piece of his set. I ain't really like the song selection. He ain't do his Donald Trump record either. That was another thing. But also, I felt like YG did perform over his music pretty well. He was rapping the lyrics. I'll give him that. But Snoop stole the show. Snoop was the last person to perform. Went through all of the hits, even some underground vibes you saw from No Limit and all of that. And then right from the stage, right to the commentary, killed it. I think he stole the show last night.
I was going to say, he made the show. The boxing wasn't terrible. Like, the main event was better than I think people thought it was going to be, but Snoop absolutely made that event what it was. There's no doubt.
Yeah, that was fire. That was definitely fire, man. But enough boxing, man. Let's get to this fantasy
So I'm going to say
football,
some shout out to some folks really fast. I'm going to run through this quick so we can get right into the games. Lax, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. My man Joseph, what's good, brother? Thank you for joining us. Afghanistan, baby.
Hey, Joseph was here early, man. Yeah, them G-men, we going to do it up big today.
Joel and the man, the myth, the legend, Bobby.
Bobby. What's up, Bobby?
Everybody loves some Bobby. Papa Homewood in the building. What's going on, brother?
Pops in the building.
David, what's good? What's good?
Salute,
what's good?
salute.
Sunday, how you doing? Thank you for joining us.
Old Faithful, what's up, Sunday?
Mac, the Giants fan, what's going on?
Mac in the building. Let's
Good
get
to
that
have you
W
in the
today. What that
building.
say?
Perry.
Oh, ready to claim first place. You know it. You know it.
Perry Mac in the building. Torres,
Mac, what up?
what's going on, PJ? Thank
Torres,
you for joining
what
us,
up, fam?
brother. Waterfly in the building.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Waterfly?
Oh man, my chat just jumped. So many people going crazy.
Kurt Warner's got a sweet purple suit on today. It's purple on purple. It's all right. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Cleaned up.
Waterfly in the building. Ligma in the building. Simon's in the building. Word is in the
Simon's
building.
in the building. What's up, fam? Word in the building. What's up, fam?
What up, Word?
Nour Desaki.
Noor. You got to get your man, I did some voice recordings for Rosetta Stone back in the day. That's the only reason why I know that Noor vibes.
I thought Noir was more Noir. I see Nour. I think sour hour. You know what I'm saying?
No, Noir is like noir.
Noir. Yeah. Okay. More of that.
Like
French
color.
brand. Abdullah.
Nick the Wick in the building one time. I feel you, fam. Yes. What's up, Abdullah? How you living?
Giants fans woke up early like kids on Christmas today.
We ready. We ready,
Kalen
man.
Dragon in the building. Lucas, what's
up,
good,
Kalen?
my man? Mr. Finesse. Salute. Thank you for joining us.
What's up, fam? Mr. Finesse in the building.
All right, Ben Bayou waking up early on the West Coast, man.
Bayou,
what's going on?
up at the Cracker Dome. What's up,
he
bro?
doesn't sleep. He sleeps like 30 minutes a night, man.
Yeah, he was on NBA 2K with me till like 3 in the morning last night or something crazy.
All right, and don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions
What's
at
up,
any
guys?
point in time regarding fantasy or NFL bets, please drop them in the chat, and we will answer them as we go through the games. Ben Krieger, what's going on, Ben? Shout out to Ben. Ben's got that project going on right now,
yeah,
man.
Ben, I heard you hit them
Right
numbers,
now,
man.
man.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Let me put that in real quick. My man Ben Krieger, he's got a Kickstarter going right now. He's got a new comic series coming out, Frontier Forever. That's the spelling of it. tinyurl.com/Frontier Forever. He's got some sweet graphic art. He got one of his favorite bands to do the soundtrack for it, too. The video on the Kickstarter page is awesome. If you're into comics, the graphic novel type stuff, definitely check that out. Watch the video. If you like it, hop on the Kickstarter. He already hit his goal, but it's still rolling for a couple more weeks. So please hop in that.
I'm going to get that link one time so we can pop that in the chat, too.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I'll put that in right now.
What is the scariest NFC game to bet today and why? Man,
Eagles
that's a
game.
good question.
Eagles
game?
Oh, what about Tampa? What about Tampa? They got an interesting matchup. I think that defense can hang. Aren't they going up against the Chiefs today?
Yeah.
Ooh. You think so? You like Tampa Bay? Oh, interesting. All right, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, Tom Brady's coming off a tough game too, man, you know.
San Francisco, Los Angeles might be a tricky game too.
49, yeah, definitely. 49ers are tricky for sure,
And
man.
Chicago,
What about
Green Bay.
that? Oh, this is an AFC game though, but that Jets game, I don't know about that Jets versus Browns joint or whatever it is. What is it? Oh no, Jets, Dolphins. Whew. I don't know about that one.
I like the Jets.
I know. I might like the Jets.
Sam
in that
Darnold
game.
is back.
Yeah, Sam Darnold back in the building.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's get into some fantasy football, some NFL bets. Make sure you guys drop those questions in the chat and hit the thumbs up too while you guys are in here. We really appreciate it. It helps get this video out and bring some more viewers in.
I've got my window open in front of me today, man. I can see all these people walking by. Kind of threw me off guard.
So
here's that link one time for Krieger. I'm about to drop that in the chat one time.
Sweet. And here we go. So this Kendall Hinton from the Broncos seems to be like it could be another Taysom Hill-like fiasco, except the Broncos suck and Kendall Hinton is a wide receiver. He is listed as a quarterback in ESPN, but a wide receiver in Yahoo. And in CBS. I picked him up, and I'm starting him against Awthentic's advice.
Do you know how much he cost?
Not a good idea.
Yeah, not
What's that?
idea. How much he cost in DFS today? Have you checked
He's
that
not.
out?
He's not in. He's not in.
Why? That's so weird.
Not
to me.
in.
I don't understand.
So like they usually put the lineup starts a little bit early. So like, especially because of Thanksgiving this week. So the players are already slotted in at the beginning of the week. They don't really add players in during the week or change salaries. So, it kind of like changes that up a little bit. And so yeah, he's not available. I checked, trust me.
Yeah, he was asking me big questions.
Shout out to Tracy holding us down on Twitch. If you guys have a Twitch account, do us a favor, head over to Twitch at some point and give us a follow. We're trying to get to 50 followers over on Twitch. So that's our next goal in this sort of realm of multi-platform streaming.
So it says, I just got some breaking news from Schefter. It just came out. It says Broncos and Ravens are under investigation now because of what they've been doing, I guess, protocol-wise with COVID.
Under investigation? Yeah. That's a sealed case, baby. They got positive tests. I mean,
yeah, and it says every team gets reviewed. It's a standard in the NFL and NFLPA.
They just took away a 7th-round pick from the Saints.
Really?
Yeah.
For COVID related?
Yeah.
The Ravens gotta lose at least that then, man. That's their second outbreak, I want to say.
Yeah. So and what are we talking, like half-day roster got COVID or is in protocol?
If it's one guy, you punish the whole organization if one coach just didn't report his symptoms. I mean,
yeah, it's crazy. Shout out Cernock in the building. All right.
What up, Cernock? And I saw Tracy in the building too.
Yeah, it's holding us down on the Twitch. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this first game for you ladies and gentlemen. It is the Arizona Cardinals, who are 6-4 and are 2.5-point favorites at the New England Patriots, who are 4-6. The over-under is 49. I'm going to start with Awthentic. What you got?
I like Cam Newton in this game, man. Cam Newton, I know his passing touchdowns and his interception ratio is not that high, but I want to say he's coming into this game with 9 touchdowns on the ground. And I just see a little bit of success for them today as far as going up against this Arizona Cardinals defense. Kyler Murray, I'm a little iffy about him. He had the shoulder injury last week, but he still managed to put up some decent numbers, 29 of 42 for 269 yards and 2 touchdowns, which looks really good on paper. But he hasn't scored a rushing touchdown since week 4. So in the quarterback matchup, I like Cam Newton a little bit more in this matchup. I think that's the guy I'd go with. So Patriots are underdogs by 3 in this, right?
2.5, yeah.
I'm going to take the Patriots in this game. Not only to cover, but I think they're going to win. And as far as the over-under here, 49.5 is what I got. I'm going to say we go just under that. I'm going to go 24-20 Patriots.
24-20. It was 1 point yesterday. Today it's 2.5. So the money is definitely going Arizona's way. I don't know if you guys remember when the Patriots played Deshaun Watson. He gave him a lot of trouble with his mobility. We all know Kyler Murray has even better mobility than Deshaun Watson. I do think Arizona's going to be able to move the football today on the Patriots. Don't have a lot of faith in this Patriots offense. They can run the football, but they're somewhat one-dimensional. So give me Cardinals minus 2.5. I think it's going to be under 49. I don't know if the Patriots are going to score a bunch. And the Cardinals, I think they're traveling. So they are 5-1 against the spread in the Eastern time zone this year. So keep that in mind. Arizona's traveled well when they've had to travel. So, yeah, give me Cardinals minus 2.5, under 49.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals also. I think I'm looking for a big bounce back game for them. The other thing to look for as far as, Cardinals are also 5-2 against the spread last 7 games, I believe.
Nice.
And Christian Kirk, fantasy-wise, he's like, last week there was another player I talked about like this where it's like boom or bust. So he has 3 games this season where he has at least 20 points, but he also has 3 games this season where he has 8 points or less. So
it hurts to start those guys, man.
And he's coming off of only 4 catches last week against the worst pass defense in the NFL.
So I when I see something like that, I feel like, he might have some sort of bounce back game. And, there's going to be a lot of focus, obviously on DeAndre Hopkins, and then no Larry Fitzgerald this game too. Yep. So I think Christian Kirk might be a sleepy pick in this situation. But
better wake your ass up, Christian
Kirk. So I'm gonna go ahead and say the Christian Kirk's probably gonna have a nice game today. So we're gonna run into some questions before this next game.
You
Rapid
know the
fire,
answer to that, man.
Wayne Gallman or Mike Davis?
It's Wayne Gallman, 100.
Give me Mike Davis.
Mike Davis has been falling off, man, and Wayne Gallman has a touchdown in 4 straight games.
Yeah, and I predicted
he had two in his last game. Yeah, it's the first time he had 2 touchdowns rushing in his whole career.
And I predicted Gallman's going to go over 100 today, so I'm going to ride. I'm going to ride with Wayne Gallman in this one. Next question: should I start Justin Jefferson or Damian Harris? Absolutely no question about it. Justin Jefferson.
He's a start every single week this week.
No Adam Thielen too. So
oh man, he's upgraded. Yeah.
That's going to be it. That's going to be the one for me. Evan Ingram or Hunter Henry? Hunter Henry is my answer.
I'm going Evan Ingram. I think he's going to get targeted heavy in this game. Last game, Evan Ingram only had 2 targets. I think he only reeled in like 1 catch. Look for them to target him heavy in this game. I wanted to wait for a couple of these stats, but I want to say the game before that, Evan Ingram had like 10 targets. So I think he's going to see a big day here with Wayne Gallman on the ground, hopefully getting that 100 like Tim said.
Yeah, give me Ingram.
So Ronald Jones, Eckler, Juju, or Michael Pittman. You can only start one of those.
Has Eckler played well since he's been back?
This is his first game back.
Ooh, so that's a tough one. Give me Juju.
I'm going to take Michael Pittman. I think Tennessee's pass defense is pretty bad. Michael Pittman's been playing really good lately. I'm going to go with Michael Pittman.
Man, it's a tough one. Eckler's just getting back into the lineup, right?
Yeah, this is his first game back.
Ronald Jones is struggling over there because Leonard Fournette, man, won't go away.
Right.
I'm going to go Ronald Jones, though.
He's another boomer bust guy. 2 weeks ago had a huge week, and then last week didn't really do anything.
Yeah, man. They got too many backs over there in that backfield, man.
Too many weapons all the way, for real. I mean,
man. Their wide receivers are struggling too, man. I got Antonio Brown on my squad, and man, it's like one week is decent, the other week is nothing.
Brady can't go deep anymore.
Speaking.
Dude, Brady, let me give you one quick stat on that. They said he missed his last 19 deep throws. That is ridiculous since week 8. I don't think it's over, though. Because before that, don't forget, he had that lights out game with 3 touchdowns.
He had like 3 weeks in a row where he was on fire, 14 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You can be successful without the deep ball, but that part of Brady's career is over.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes close on that game because it's weird how older quarterbacks in the NFL, I feel like we kind of expect their arm to get weaker. And when people were talking about Eli's arm, deep ball wise, I didn't see a major fall off where it was like he went from throwing it 20 yards less than he could before, looking like Chad Pennington. We'll see though, man. That's gonna be a good one to keep your eyes on.
So speaking of Justin Jefferson and Mike Davis, the next game on the slate is going to be the Carolina Panthers, who are 4-7, versus the Minnesota Vikings, who are 4-6. The Vikings are a 3.5-point favorite. The over/under is 50. Kickoff is at 1:00 p.m. And I'm gonna go to Scotty Booms. What you got?
You know what? I like the Panthers. I think the Vikings are slightly overrated. I think the Panthers are slightly underrated. Their record's not pretty, but they got their third down defense a little bit tighter last week, and that's going to be crucial for them. I mean, it's going to be a close game. 3 points is too much for me. I'm going to take Carolina plus 3.5. What was over under?
51. Oh, 50.
Let's go over that. Let's go over that because Kirk Cousins will probably give me a garbage touchdown late. Push it over the over. But I'm gonna take Carolina.
I'm with you on that. I definitely think the Panthers are gonna cover in this game. DJ Moore, man, coming alive. Caught 11 of 18 targets for 223 yards and a touchdown his last 2 games. That's real fire right there. And this defense he's going up against today is allowing the 5th most points in PPR leagues to wide receivers. So I like DJ Moore in this lineup. I kind of like Robbie Anderson in this lineup as well, but the problem with Robbie Anderson is he hasn't caught a touchdown since week 1, I want to say. So if I had to pick between the 2 wide receivers for Carolina, I'm definitely going DJ Moore on this one. And yeah, give me the Panthers to cover. I'm gonna say the Panthers gonna win this game. I didn't like what I saw out of the Vikings last week against the Cowboys. I think the Panthers will win this game by maybe somewhere 3, maybe 7 points. And let's see, it'll probably take them 28 points to get there. I'm gonna take the under. We're not gonna get there, Tim.
So shout out to Bradley. He's asking again. Justin Jefferson and Damian Harris. Justin Jefferson. We all say Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, this game, I expect him to have a huge game. PJ asked if Bridgewater's still out. Bridgewater is back. I'm actually running a stacked game here between Minnesota and Carolina. I think I like Bridgewater as a sneaky quarterback play in daily fantasy today. Minnesota is 26 in the league in pass defense. And as far as Minnesota goes, Dalvin Cook is a definite must play. His salary is getting higher and higher in DraftKings, but it's still under 10K. Like there were points last year when Christian McCaffrey's price tag was reaching like 10K on like a 50K salary cap. You got to make your whole team. So it's kind of crazy. But Dalvin Cook is averaging 27 attempts since he came back from injury.
4 in his last 4 games, yep.
So, like, that's huge, you know, because that's in fantasy, whether it's daily or season long, the biggest thing is you want volume, you know, like, so if he's touching the ball 27 times as a running back in this day and age in football, that's insane. So, like, you almost have to play them.
100. And the Panthers, they've given up 4.6 yards per carry. It's 29th in the league. So Cook going to ball out today for sure. That's the one thing I think I'm a little bit scared of with my pick. I think that if Cook gets going and you see one of those games, he can do 180, something like that. It's going to be hard for Panthers to stick around in this game.
And
this Twitch spam though, man, I'm trying to become famous. 5 followers, prime viewers. Come on, Twitch.
And then the over has hit in all of Minnesota's home games this year.
I hate spam.
So I'm going to take. Yeah, the over has hit in every home game Minnesota's played this year.
I think I took the over.
So I'm gonna take the Carolina Panthers plus 3.5, and I'm gonna take the over on 50 points. So we'll run through some quick questions really fast, rapid fire. Darius Slayton or Michael Pittman? Man. Listen, Darius Slayton, I'm running the New York Giants stack in fantasy on DraftKings today. I think Slayton is due. I think I saw Margie say he was due for a big game. He is. But the thing is with Darius Slayton is his volume has not been there. Like, you know, like he can definitely give you like one of those 3-4 catch games for 100 yards and a touchdown, right? But I think Michael Pittman is more of and especially with PPR, I expect him to get like, you know, 8 catches, 10 catches, you know, 100 plus yards and a touchdown. So as far as definitive fantasy points go, I would take Michael Pittman.
Yeah,
I'll take Pittman too, just because, like you said, Daniel Jones spreads the ball around. He throws to the open person.
I'm gonna call it a toss up just because we're playing the Bengals today, and it could be a really big day. Darius Slayton, man, he has struggled, man, and when we get to that, I'm gonna save some stats for that game. But I think the problem is Sterling Shepard back in the lineup, who's been hogging a lot of the targets. You know, Sterling Shepard has 6 catches in 5 of his last 6 games. And I think that's taken away from the targets that Darius Slayton is getting. But you never know. Darius Slayton is the big play guy in New York. So, you know, I think with the big touchdown, you might get one of those today. So I think it's a coin flip, but I'm feeling y'all. I am leaning towards Mike Pittman a little bit.
Can somebody drop the Hubs? One of the mods, can you drop the Hubs channel link in the chat for Bluegrass Picker?
Oh, that'd be a good look.
All right, so next game on the slate, we are going to bounce to Cleveland Browns are 7-3 and a 7.5 point favorite at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The over-under is 48.5. Kickoff is at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Awthentik, what you got? Mike Glennon is starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ridiculous. Well, right off the bat, man, I'd stay away from Baker Mayfield because Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, we're going to get big carries in this game. The Jaguars are allowing 23 rush attempts per game. That's 27th in the NFL. So, I mean, and they're facing Mike Glennon. So, look for a heavy dosage of run. I'd stay away from probably every Browns wide receiver. Baker Mayfield's been throwing the ball 26 times a game. That's what he's been averaging this year. So in this game, I'd look for more run. Stay away from Baker. Stay away from all them wide receivers. You got Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. Look for both of them to maybe go over 100 yards in this game. Give me the Browns. And, yeah, I think the Browns will cover. 6.5 still, right? 7.5 now.
7.5.
That changes the game right there.
It does.
That definitely changes the game right there. Got to make a game time decision here. I'm going to say Browns don't cover that. Browns by 6. And over-under, I'll take the under.
Scotty Booms?
I saw some funny thing this week about Mike Glennon starting for the Jaguars and now Trubisky starting for the Bears. So, Mike Glennon was on the Bears. They draft Trubisky. He goes to the Jaguars, who have Nick Foles at that point. Nick Foles leaves, goes to the Bears, starts. Now Trubisky starting for Foles, and Glennon starting for the Jets. It was the ugliest circle of quarterbacks flipping around you could ever imagine. It was funny to see it.
Bizarre.
But, yeah, very bizarre. Mike Glennon, though, he's an immobile dude. He's not running at all. Olivier Vernon, huge week last week, 3 sacks, 3 tackles.
I'm glad you brought that up. Ex-New York Giant one time.
He's about to have another big game this week. And, the Browns, we can hate all we want. They're formulaic, but it's working. I mean, they got it down pat. They play okay defense. Myles Garrett won't be out there, but I still like the run game. I like Olivier Vernon. Give me the Browns. They had a -7.5. I think they're going to blow out the Jags here. Under 48 points, though. I just don't see the Jaguars scoring a lot of points. Maybe a 28-7 game or something like that.
Look,
I like what you said there about the Browns, Scotty. The Browns got an identity, man.
And that works in football.
I hate the fact that Gardner Minshew isn't playing anymore because I feel like, I don't know where he's going to fall in line next year, and I'm a big Gardner Minshew guy. Laviska Shenault is back for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I expect him to be in the mix a lot today, especially with Mike Glennon at quarterback and no DJ Shark. So it's good to see Laviska back. I think he's going to have a killer game. James Robinson, he is quietly just racking up crazy stats for an undrafted rookie free agent. So definitely look for James Robinson to, get some good runs in there today. He actually for the first time last week had a 15-yard plus run and a 15-yard plus catch in the same game. So they're starting to work him into the passing game a little bit more, which is huge for a running back when it comes to fantasy football. If Gardner Minshew was playing quarterback today, I'd take Jacksonville plus 7.5. But I'm going to take the Browns -7.5. I'm going to take the under 48.5. And I'm actually have a fantasy lineup where I'm starting Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Oh, wow.
Nothing wrong with that. Jaguars
because this is the thing is it's funny because Kareem Hunt has kind of turned into this sort of goal line back in a weird way because Nick Chubb has been breaking off these long runs. And then they take him out after the long run, and they put Kareem Hunt in, and Kareem Hunt scores a touchdown. So I'm going to try and double.
Poaching in fantasy football.
They just ruled out Julio Jones for sure.
Julio Jones is out.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so we do have a couple of quick questions before we move into the next game. Do I start Hayden Hurst, Dallas Goedert, Austin Hooper, Jonnu Smith, or Robert Tonin, or Jimmy Graham? Dang, how many tight ends? This must be daily.
It's an
this
all
must
tight
be
end
some sort of daily fantasy because that you can't have all them tight ends on one team. That's your whole bench.
That's tough. I'm definitely not going Jimmy Graham.
Give me Dallas Goedert. Seattle's, Seattle's pass defense can stop anybody. Give me any receivers or tight ends going against them. I'm going.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, Scotty. Give me Goddard on that one. And they don't got many weapons over there, too, so he's probably going to be a main target for him.
Give me Hayden Hurst with the news that Julio Jones is out. Give me Hayden Hurst. Atlanta tight end.
Yeah, that's a good pick, too.
That's where I'm going to go. Nick DeWick wants to know Gallman, Bernard, or Harris. Bernard is game time decision. I'm very closely monitoring that because I snuck in P. Ryan in a DraftKings lineup today. I'm going Wayne Gallman out of those three.
Give me Alfred Morris. I'm just playing. I'm going Wayne Gallman 100. Damian Harris, I like him. I think he's a good back, but there's a lot of competition over there. They were talking about they don't know what's going on with Sony Michel right now. You got James White over there too. So
right,
Gallman's going to get the bulk low.
We can't prescribe Gio Bernard again after last week. We said his name way too much. He had like 7 carries for 5 yards or something. So definitely,
that's facts.
Give me Damian Harris.
Yeah, and then just monitor that situation closely because Bernard is a game time decision with the concussion. So next up on the slate is one of my favorite games of the day, and if you play daily fantasy football, it should be one of your favorite games of the day. That is the Los Angeles Chargers, who are 3-7, at the Buffalo Bills, who are 7-3. Buffalo is a 6.5-point favorite. The over/under is 52 points. This game kicks off at 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Scotty Booms, tell me what you got.
When I was looking at the game earlier, it was a 4.5-point spread in Buffalo's favor. Now it's moved to 6.5 because everybody sees this game's going to be a blowout. This was my lock of the week at 4.5. 6.5, still my lock of the week. Buffalo's coming off a bye week. They're well rested. Josh Allen is going freak today. This boy's about to really go off. Steph Diggs is a must start, obviously, every single week in any league you're in. 52 points, give me over that. They're going to put some points up. And the Chargers, obviously, they throw the ball. So they can maybe put some points up, but Buffalo's about to run away with this game.
Yeah, coming out the bye, Buffalo's going to definitely be recharged. I like Justin Herbert in this game. Justin Herbert, he's been balling out. Keenan Allen, man, has been going crazy. He's got 62 targets in his last 5 games, and that's definitely Herbert's number one weapon. Those two are obvious starts in this game. I'd stay away from Buffalo's running backs in this game, man. Zach Moss and Devin Singletary, bro, they've been in struggle mode.
Yeah.
And Allen has been throwing the ball a lot more, and he also takes a lot of those goal line rushing attempts for the running backs. So I'd stay away from the running backs in this game. The Balaj kid, what's his name? Kalen?
Kalen.
I think he might be out today.
Is he out today?
Wait, how do you say it, The Beard? You say it. How do you say it?
Balayage.
There's no I in there.
It's just Balaj.
He's averaging 21 touches in his last 3 games if he gets to start, but I don't know. I'd kind of stay away from him. I feel like he's been a little inefficient. 3.69 yards per carry on 49 carries in his last 3 games. Give me Buffalo in this game. I think Buffalo will cover, and we're not going to get there. Give me the under.
Low-scoring game, huh?
Yeah, man. Buffalo, I think, will control that game enough where they won't have to put up a lot of points on the board.
Okay, so first I'm going to give you my thoughts on the betting. I'm going to take the Chargers plus 6.5. I think this game is going to be closer than what most people think. I'm definitely going to take the over also. So in games Buffalo has played this year, of the 10 games, they have hit the over. The game has gone over 8 of the 10 times. So I'm definitely think that in this game, especially that this game is going to go into the over. Now, the Chargers are 5th in offense in the NFL right now. The Buffalo
yardage?
Bills, overall offense. Now, the Buffalo Bills...
Probably yardage. I would think yardage would be the first stat.
What is overall offense? What does that mean, Tim?
Every category, Tim?
Yeah,
running, passing,
they take
attempts,
all the categories
percentage.
and then they average them all out. Your ranking.
Where they do that at?
at TimWalkOnWater.com. So, Buffalo has faced 4 of the top 5 offenses so far this year. And in those other games, Buffalo is averaging to give up 455 yards and 31 points against top 5 offenses that they faced this year.
Their defense is playing better, though. They started the season horribly, and they're starting to get it together a little bit.
Yeah, but when they play the big guns, they're giving up the points, they're giving up the yards. So I'm all over this game in fantasy. I got 2 different stacks both ways. So I'm running a Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Hunter Henry, bringing it back with Stephon Diggs, right? Then I'm running a Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Gabriel Davis, and bringing it back with Keenan Allen.
Hey, hang tight, man. I see a chance here to come up on some money.
Booyah.
Hey, Jason Ferris, thanks for tuning in today, bro. I will 100% take that bet. Holla at me on Facebook. Hit me in my little instant messenger. I am 100% down to take that bet.
You got to give him odds, though, because he's taking 1 team out of 4. There's 4
No,
possibilities.
chill. You ruining my bet now.
No, I mean, Jason Martin, you write that in there, you know.
He said I got 100 on the Redskins winning the division. He ain't say nothing about the other teams.
Would you pay
Right?
him $300 if he did win?
What I look like? I'm smoking Huff?
That's the only way I would take that bet if I was him. We'll see how he does. Maybe he
Hit me in that DM. If you got 100, Washington's going to win the division no matter what. Yeah, I definitely would take that bet.
Go to the casino too. You can get probably good odds on that right now. +4.
Yeah, I like that. That was looking real good, man. That was looking real good.
Look at that. Buffalo is 31st worst against quarterbacks.
That's a little double. What do they call that? 31st worst.
31st worst.
They call that a bar. And yeah, don't forget.
What kind of rap you?
Don't forget.
Lowering the bar.
Don't forget.
Hey, Scotty Whitty, man. Scotty, yo, I swear, Scotty got some hidden bars. That notebook, yo, knees weak, palms sweaty. I see you, cuz.
Nobody steal my notebook.
Yeah, right.
It's got my plate.
And Austin Eckler too. We talked about it. Austin Eckler is going to be back this week, so you might want to slide him in a couple of starting lineups if you get a chance to. Falcons, no Julio Jones, no Todd Gurley. It's going to be an interesting day of football.
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs or DJ Moore? I got to go Stephon Diggs. That's a tough one though because
Stephon Diggs.
DJ Moore, Carolina going against that really bad Minnesota pass defense. So
you're just talking about Chargers Bills stack, so you got to go Steph Diggs, man. Come on, right?
Yeah, Diggs been balling, and Diggs targets, man. He's been getting I want to say he was over 15 targets last game.
Oh, here we go. Doyle Brunson's back.
Hey, Doyle Brunson.
All the poker players from Wheaton, Maryland are here.
He said 500. Hey, they turning up right now.
All right.
I was Miss Kim trying to ID me 2 days ago, man. We went over to Monique's to get a plate of food. We went to get a bottle of wine. She's like, I don't need to see your ID. I was like, you didn't ask back in 2003. I don't know why you'd ask me now.
Right.
You know that Wheaton Patrol, man. They cracking down, bro.
Yeah,
that was the spot for when you was a youngin' to go pick up your booze.
That was the spot for booze. For
long as your money was green. That's all I cared about.
Miss Kim would cash my check and then take my money for booze.
I would cash my check at Miss Kim's and then I would buy booze. God.
And Krieger is in the building, PJ. Yes, man. Salute to his new project he's releasing right now, man. He just hit his numbers on Kickstarter.
Links at the top of the comments.
Next game on the slate. Miami Dolphins,
I forgot about this one.
6-4, are 8-point favorites at the New York Jets, who are 0-10. The over/under is 44.5. Kickoff is at 1:00 p.m. Sunday Eastern Standard Time.
Where's
Authentic.
I'll tell you what, man.
Ryan Fitzpatrick is starting at quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. The beard is back. Fitzmagic is alive.
Wait, he is? For sure?
Yeah, he's starting in this game.
Might change my pick.
So let me see what this is. So the over-under is 44.5. And I take it the Dolphins are favored in this game.
Yeah, 8-point favorite.
Hey, man. I think the Jets, I've been trying to find a way.
Sometimes the way is not going to be found.
I've been trying to find a way to root for them. I think this might be the last game of the year they could compete in. But the Jets are allowing the third most receiving yards per game to wide receivers, man. So I like Devontae Parker in this game. That's my number one guy in this game for sure. Sam Darnold is getting the start, right? Probably not a guy you're going to put in your lineup.
Probably not a one to start. That's good. That's good advice.
Yeah, probably not a guy. I would rather have Flacco in there I feel like Flacco was playing better football, to be honest. But yeah, man, I like Devontae Parker. Give me the Jets to cover the spread in this game. And as far as the over-under, we not going to get there.
Not going to make it. What's
Got
up, Dana?
booms.
What's up, Rico? If anybody knows Kay Adams on NFL Game Day Morning, I'm trying to get her on the show for an interview.
I think you're trying to do a little more than that, huh?
I like her, too.
She looks like she knows what she's talking about.
Dude, she's a fantasy football G, too.
Right.
I don't know if you knew that or not.
We should definitely try to put her on. All right. This is the game I wanted to go with the Jets. Sam Darnold. I'm not a hater on Sam Darnold. I think he's okay. Flacco was doing
Tim
all
is definitely a hater on Sam Darnold.
That's why.
It's going to kill him when he y'all quarterback next year, Scott.
Do you know how many times that's happened?
That'll kill me too.
I know it will.
That'd be like when we signed Rex Grossman.
Come on. Rex Grossman?
That's what Sam Darnold is. Sam Darnold is Rex Grossman.
We had Orton too for a little bit, didn't we? For a couple games, I think we had.
Oh my God, y'all had Kyle Orton. Wow,
God.
We were in bad shape. Man, if it was Tua starting, I would no doubt take the Jets at +8. No doubt about it. But I'm a Fitzpatrick fan. He likes to throw the football. Jets are playing better. You know what, man? I'm doing it. Give me Jets +8. Under.
Yo, you almost convinced me. I was literally about to change my pick because when you talk about Fitzpatrick, bro, he probably gonna come in there and ball out.
He's boomer bust too, though. He
True.
can come in and throw 3 picks.
I'm with you though. If you think the Jets can cover that, I'm with you. I'm gonna stick with my pick then.
I mean, it's 7 points. I probably wouldn't take it, but 8 points, that little 1-point buffer, I love that. I love the +8 in Vegas. Give me +8 for the Jets. Under 44.5. This is going to be an unwatchable football game, probably.
I can dig it, bro.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take the Dolphins with the points. I'm also gonna take the under. I think it's just gonna be
this game.
I don't know. You know what? Nah. I'm gonna take the over. Give me the over.
The over.
Give me the over.
OVA.
Look, I don't know why I did that, but the Jets are only averaging 15 points per game. That's bad.
It's horrible.
That's really bad.
It's horrible.
Miami's defense. I saw somebody ask a question about Miami's defense. Play Miami's defense. They've forced a turnover in 15 straight games.
Last week let me down though. What?
Yeah.
I got them on my bench this week, but I got the Saints defense to replace them. So that's an upgrade.
I'm not
if you
mad
ask me.
at that. So
They were kind of like the Vikings, man. They had a couple good games in a row. We were all hyping them up, and then last week both those teams laid stinkers. And now
You can't forget it's the Dolphins, man. You know, I know they're doing all right this year, but you can't forget it's the Dolphins, man.
Good thing they get to play the Jets.
Yep.
All right, next game on the slate. Tennessee Titans are 7-3 at the Indianapolis Colts, who are also 7-3. The division is on the line. The Colts are 3-point favorites. The over-under is 51.5. Kickoff is at 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Booms, tell me what you got.
What is the status on Phillip Rivers? He's playing?
Yeah, I think he's playing.
Yeah, he's
Let me
active.
double check.
He's active and playing.
Yep.
In that case, I am definitely taking the Colts at -3. No doubt about that. This is the 4th game in the last 6 weeks. The Titans have played a top defense. The other 3 games, Pittsburgh, Chicago, and these Colts, they had under 300 yards of total offense. So while we give Ryan Tannehill a lot of credit, obviously they got Derrick Henry over there. They are struggling against good defenses. Give me the Colts with Phil Rivers playing at -3, and I'll go ahead and take the over on that, on the 51.5, surprisingly.
Man, I hate picking Colts games, and I hate picking Titans games, man. Both these teams be middle of the road. You don't know what you're going to get week to week.
Very simple.
I like Nyheim Hines in this game. I forget who the other running back was that went down, but the Titans defense is also allowing 9th most PPR points per game to running backs. I like him in this game. It's Jonathan Taylor who was ruled out with COVID. That's who it was. And we talked about Michael Pittman Jr. too. You know, he's catching 14 of 18 targets for 223 yards and a touchdown his last 3 games. So he's another one I'd look to start in this game. Jonnu Smith, a little something maybe. You might want to start him as well. But I'm going to take the Titans to win this game. I'm going to take the Titans to win this game. And 51.5, if the Titans win this game, we're not going to get there.
Not going to get there.
Not going to get there.
All right. Good pick, Authentic.
Shout out to Nick DeWick hitting us up on Twitch.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Appreciate that, fam. See, Nick DeWick dedicated, yo. That's loyalty right there.
And he switches the name up, so he makes him hard to follow. That's where you got to move these days. You got to move.
We don't have a LinkedIn page up yet, but it is in the works. We're gonna try and get an Authentic and the Beard LinkedIn page.
Pretty sure, man. If you got a hookup, I'll start that thing right now. If you can give me questions, I got questions.
So I'm this is so tough.
I hated picking this game.
Look, I am, because everybody knows I'm a big believer in this Colts defense, right? But I don't know, Tennessee just all right. Let me it is super frustrating, and especially with the 3 points, like they couldn't made it like 3.5. Then I would have. If you give me 3.5, then I'll take Tennessee at 3.5 because this is probably going to be a 3-point game. Let's be realistic. I mean,
maybe, right? Because you never know what
you
Titans
never know.
team you're going to get.
Yeah. But I mean, like, between these two teams, 7-3, you know, the first place on a division, I expected it to be a close game. I'm going to go. This is so tough. I'm going to go the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans +3. That over-under is 51.5.
I'm changing my pick on this one.
Seems like a lot, right?
It does seem like a lot. I'm going to take the under on the 51.5. I'll give you a sneaky play, though, man. My man, Corey Davis. Corey Davis
He's been balling.
has 11.7 fantasy points per game in 7 of his last 8 games.
He's been playing.
He's dirt cheap on DraftKings.
I wonder, is it because they run the ball so much? I mean, if you're going to attack this Colts team, I would throw the ball over running the ball. But Derrick Henry always going to get his 20 touches, right?
Oh, for sure. There's never a game where Derrick Henry, like, you know how everybody talks about, oh, you got to be, you know, if you're down, you can't, you know what I'm saying, run the ball.
Yeah, okay.
But Derrick Henry is an exception to the rule. Like, they'll be down 20 points, and they're still going to hand the ball off to Derrick Henry.
What a hard game to pick, man.
Not an identity. You switching up, Authentic? I heard you say
I'm thinking about it, man. I'm thinking about it, you know. But that now I'm reading that the Colts are allowing 20 points per game to running backs. That's third.
It's all yards. It's all yards. Empty yards. No touchdowns. And catches. They give up the baloney stuff. Go with the Colts, man. Frank Reich, baby. Come on.
Nah.
Like this guy, right?
I'm sticking with the Titans. I'm sticking with the Titans. Derrick Henry, 334 yards on 60 carries, averaging 5.57 yards per carry in his last 3 games. And the Colts defense doesn't have Buckner today at linebacker.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Titans.
Football talk. Gio, I believe, is active.
I wouldn't start him.
Yeah, definitely not.
I'd avoid Gio. Simon, man, you see what he said? Last time the Colts played the Titans, Derrick Henry got a season low in fantasy points up. And I guess what Simon Coleman just said.
Ooh, that's tough.
You want to switch? Not too late.
Nah. You can't have 2 bad games against the same team. And DeForest Buckner out. I think that's going to be major.
Yeah, he's a big presence on the line.
Next game on the slate should be an exciting one. Las Vegas Raiders are 6-4. They are 3.5-point favorites at the Atlanta Falcons, who are 3-7. The over/under is 53.5. Kickoff is at 1:00 Eastern Standard Time. Authentic, tell me what you got.
Calvin Ridley in this game, man. We just got word Julio Jones is out. He's going to be the wide receiver number 1 in this lineup. I definitely think you need to start him. I'd stay away from Matt Ryan in this game, though, because games where Julio Jones has not played, Matt Ryan's fall off is incredible. Although it is only 2 games, he averages 23.34 points per game when Julio's in the game and 11.5 when he's not. So I definitely stay away from Matt Ryan. If you're going to go quarterback in this game, go Derek Carr. That Falcons defense we know is garbage. He should be able to shred them up. I'd look for Josh Jacobs to have a pretty good day today, too. He's been getting a lot of carries. And as far as the pick for the game, give me the Raiders in this game. I think the Raiders will cover, and I think we're going to get there. I'll take the over.
Cooper
Good analysis, man. I like where your head's at. This game, I probably would not pick it if I was putting money down. I do love the over in this game. They're in the dome. Falcons, obviously, they got weapons even without Julio out there. And Derek Carr has proven, like Authentic just mentioned, he can shred up bad defenses, and they got explosive players. Darren Waller's nice. Henry Ruggs is a good rookie. He can get over the top. So I love the over, even though 53 is a lot. Definitely give me the over for that. I want to take the Falcons at +3.5. I think this could be a field goal game, so I'm not 100% sold on it, but give me the Falcons +3.5 and the over on that one. Darren Waller's a big start, too. I would definitely start Darren Waller.
Yes, sir. I'm Darren Waller. Darren Waller the baller, baby.
Yeah,
Waller
and the
baller.
Falcons are giving up the most points to tight ends in the entire league, 16.7 per game.
I like the way your stats back I just throw a name out there, Authentic, and you backed it up for me.
Yeah, and then
I try to keep notes on every player. I try to get a little something for every big guy that's in the game that's going to make some plays. But I like to highlight like 1 or 2.
I'll go back to Mr. Waller, too. He is averaging 12.5 points per game.
That's solid.
And is it and he's also averaging 12. Is it 12 plus points per catch? Also 12 plus yards per catch.
Oh, yards per catch. I was about to say he getting 12 points per catch.
I got all my purrs
What
percolating.
kind of league is that?
All my purrs are percolating. It's 12.5 yards per catch. So that's solid for a tight end.
What do y'all think about the backup running back for Atlanta in this game with Todd Gurley out? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Brian Hill. He's if you got to start somebody, he's not terrible. They could run the ball a little bit, but who knows?
Raiders seem to be struggling with their run defense. They're allowing 22.4 points per game. That's 29th in the NFL.
I think these teams are going to combine for about 100 pass attempts today, though, too. So running back, I mean, Jacobs is good, but they might not run the ball a whole lot either side.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to take the Raiders -3.5, and I'm also going to take the over 53.5. This should be a fun game. I have Derek Carr, and I was contemplating starting him because I'm in a really quarterback situational.
If he's out there, bro, yeah, that's
I
a
picked
good
him
play.
up. I picked him up.
That's a good play.
But I don't know. I might start Taysom Hill over him.
And that clock is ticking down, and all I could think about is my New York Giants. I ain't gonna front. You remember when Tweeter and Varsity Blues when they left the strip club for that game, and he woke up the next day and he was like, "I can't get her out my mind." That's how I feel about these Giants right now. I'm like going through these games, like, man, we got the biggest game of the year coming up here in an hour, man. Wow, I can't wait. I really can't wait for this game.
I love how the last couple weeks on the show, we've been featuring like 90s, early 2000s football movies whenever we have like a moment like, man, it reminds me of this time in Varsity Blues. Or like,
Yeah, dog.
There's always a reference
Mighty
point in
Ducks,
those movies.
always a good reference point. It's true.
Mighty Ducks. I was watching Little Giants the other day. You know, I had to brush up on my lines.
Our little Giants went all over the place with the annexation of Puerto Rico, and then
Ron Rivera said it. He said he watched that movie all the time with his daughters. He was like,
I cannot believe he came out and said that. So, and the hub said, yeah, Bad Dog was right. We do own y'all because you guys obviously took a play out of our playbook from our Pee Wee team.
Cool, because Little Giants won, so I'll take that.
The Little Giants, one
beat the
time,
Cowboys.
Scotty, one time.
One time.
One
What's the
time.
girl's name?
Wait, my man said Icebox, Becky O'Shea. My man said, there's still 4 seconds left on the clock.
We need that time. That's just like Washington season. There's still
After
4
they
games
stopped
left.
Spike on the goal line, yo. Man said, there's 4 seconds. Hanen, yo, that kid, he couldn't catch a cold, bro. That kid could not catch. You remember the scene where he's practicing with his dad before the game? He dropped like 10 passes in a row, bro. Didn't catch none.
That was his big issue. They all had like one issue, right? Like one couldn't run, like he couldn't catch. Yeah, they got it together though.
They did. They got it together. You can't front on that.
Well, this is a game a lot of people have been talking about, not for good reasons.
Oh, man.
Next up on the slate, the New Orleans Saints are 8-2, and in some places are 15.5-point favorites versus the Denver Broncos, who
Wow.
are 4-6, and the over/under is 36 points.
I don't understand.
A lot of places have taken this game off the board for good purposes. But, you know, for fun reasons, we'll entertain this. Scotty Booms, tell me what you got.
I'm trying to look at the over/under and the spread and try to think. So what do they think? It's gonna be like 25 to 10. Is what they're saying? Man, I don't know how the Broncos are gonna score it all. Do
That
we
was
still
good.
know? Who are they start? Are they starting that wide receiver?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. Yeah, look how they starting a wide receiver.
I can't lie. I do have a little bit of intrigue in watching some of this game. I want to see how it goes for Denver. Von Miller was like, man, put me back there. I'm ready to throw some. Jerry Jeudy was like, Wildcat all game long. So I don't feel good about this game, period. I don't feel good about taking the Saints at 15.5 points. That's ridiculous. But can the Broncos score without a quarterback? I don't know. Give me the Saints minus 15.5. And I guess over 36, I guess.
Yeah, right.
I don't know what to
feel
say
you on
about
that.
this game. Denver defense is playing better. I'll give you that. Denver's defense is playing better.
What about the Saints defense? The Saints defense is like the best defense in the league.
I'm not talking about that side of the football, though. We can't talk about Denver.
I said, what about the Saints defense?
It does not matter.
He took them 15, bro. I mean, come on. Now, here's the thing, though. This wide receiver might be better than the quarterback they had. Keep it 100 with you. I'll keep it funky, man. In his last, what?
Look at this.
Past 2 games, 5 interceptions and 1 touchdown for Drew Lock.
What's up, Sergeant Thompson? Thanks for tuning in.
Oh man, the Montgomery County Police Department. Hey, bro. I gotta go, young. I'm gonna holler at y'all because y'all don't know how Mo County Police be doing. Hey.
Yeah, we're out.
Best division in football.
He's supporting police. I like it.
Hey, for those of y'all that don't know, Mo County Police. Me and Tim live in D.C. now, right? And man, I swear, when I drive across that line, all my papers be legit, registration be legit. I'm still looking over my shoulder, man. Mo County Police, bro. But shout out to y'all in the building one time tuning into Awthentik and The Beard. I don't know who sent y'all here, but hey.
I don't think it's real, but all right.
Not glad y'all are here.
They'll treat you fair though. If you've ever had, you guys have run-ins. Like I don't know, I've never been.
I've not had
Listen,
good
man,
encounters with
the way my ethnicity is set up, bro. When they pull me over, the Mo County Police let me go one time, and I'm gonna tell you this. My man Damon knows about this story. He was with me. We was coming back from Baltimore, coming back from Fletcher's one night, pretty turned up with bad papers this night. We had bad tags this night, all right? And open containers in the car. It was getting reckless, Scotty. They pulled us over right over there off of when you take Lay Hill down towards like what is that, Laurel a little bit more, like the opposite way of your crib, right?
Yeah. Okay.
They pulled us over. Damon said, "Hey, we going to jail, bro." I was like, man, it was guts in the car. It was everything in the car. Young cop pulled us over. This dude let us go, and I'm going to tell you why he let us go. It was Martin Luther King Day. That's the only reason he let us go, Scotty.
Wait,
I promise to God.
He didn't say that.
No, he didn't say that, but he let us go. Other cop pulled up, and the young cop was like, nah, I got this one, don't even trip off it. And, I mean, we were guilty as could be. I mean, open container, guts in the car, all kind of paraphernalia, all kind of stuff in the car. And he let us go, and literally, it was the morning had turned to Martin Luther King Day. And I think that's the only reason why they let us go. But other than that, man, Mo County, man, Tim, no. I've had run-ins leaving your house, Scotty.
Look at this. This is somebody messing with us.
Yeah, I don't know about this.
Yeah, man, put out my whole government on the whole thing. Come on, man. Yo, you know how many people about to go look up my case search right now?
All right, let's move on, man. Let's get these games
All
out.
right, so look, man. I picked up the wide receiver who's gonna be playing quarterback.
Hey, I don't even know what game we're talking about. Mo County over my shoulder right now. They just scared the hell out of me. I don't even know where I was at to take, man. Oh yeah, the quarterback situation. The quarterback situation.
So I got the wide receiver playing quarterback in the CBS league against PJ. I'm playing PJ this week.
So that's what I was saying though, man. Drew Lock, 5 interceptions, 1 touchdown in his last 2 games. So don't be surprised if this wide receiver come out here and actually do pretty decent, man. And we get to that over. So man, I gotta take the Saints in this game, but I'm gonna take the over for sure in this one. And I think the Saints will cover. I do think the Saints will cover. 15, you say?
And a half.
Oh, that half? Let me take that. Nah, I'm just playing. Saints 15.5.
I guess, yeah. Let's take this. We'll take the
Mo County Police just put out my whole government.
They put mine in there too. Don't worry.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm gonna find out who that is. I'm about to dig up.
They said they're a Giants fan. It might be Pat.
Nah, it ain't Pat. Pat would not. Pat don't even know how to create a YouTube channel. Stop that.
Yeah, so good luck finding some fantasy plays in this game.
Oh man, I got to dig up and do some research on that, bro. That was wild.
I think Philip Lindsay has a big game, I guess. Denver's probably going to run the ball 50 times today. Let's be realistic.
Don't forget the Saints allow the fewest fantasy points per game to running backs too, so that the Broncos backfield might struggle.
What else are they going to do?
Kneel it. Kneel it 3 times and punt it.
They got to get COVID is what they got to do. Get this game pushed, man.
You remember in Waterboy, right? When Bobby Boucher started going off, the other coach who stole my man's playbook, they started kneeling it. They kneeled it 3 times and punted it to keep the defense off the field. Because Bobby Boucher was going extra ham.
Bobby Boucher.
What a mess. Listen, before we move into the next game, I thought it was pretty funny. Awthentik and I talked about this before we went on live. Denver tried to get their special assistant coach activated to their roster to play quarterback in this game.
Yeah,
because he
that's
knew
what the Beard was telling
because nobody knew the system more than he does.
Wait, like he's a football player, I'm assuming, right?
I don't know if he ever played football or not.
He definitely played football. You know, he's gonna put the guy in.
Listen, I usually know 90% of these crazy names they throw out because they were at least pretty good in college. I ain't never heard of this dude. But the NFL was like, nah, we're not gonna allow that because
I gotta see the truth to this, man. That don't make no sense.
People are gonna start trying to stash players on their coaching staff and then just activate them in situations.
Why
like
would
this.
the coaches think that they could actually play in the game?
Because I'm telling you, man, these coaches and they systems.
Soccer, bro. You can't be the player manager.
It used to happen in basketball, right? Wasn't like Kareem a coach or Wilt a coach for Philly for a while when he was playing for them?
Oh, that's way before my day.
Yeah.
But you know your ball, you know your basketball. I don't know my basketball like way back like that.
I don't know. I could be wrong.
All right, let's jump into the 4 o'clock games. San Francisco 49ers, they're 4-6. They're heading to the Los Angeles Rams, who are 7-3. The Rams are a 6.5-point favorite. The over/under is going to be 4 to 4.5. Kickoff is at 4:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Man, San Francisco can't even play tackle football anymore in their home stadium. I don't know if you guys heard about that either.
I did hear about that because of the COVID situation or something like that.
Yeah, they're banning contact sports in Santa Clara.
Ridiculous.
So we'll figure out where they're going to play football again.
Because of COVID? What are they going to do? Arrest the players?
Yeah, because of COVID.
What are they going to do? They're going to come and stop the game? NFL's got more muscle than the police department.
Hey, we'll see about that. Ask Mr. Montgomery County Police Department.
Oh, man. Bad Dog Sports
here?
in the building. What's up, fam? How you living?
All right.
Let's get this W today, Bad Dog. Let's get this W today. I'll take this one first, bro. I'll take this one first. All right. So, Cooper Kupp in this game. Must start Cooper Kupp, man. He's coming off back-to-back 100-yard games, and his targets were ridiculous. 13 in one, 20 in the other. I think he's a must start in this game. This is the guy I'm looking at. The Rams allowed the second fewest fantasy points per game to quarterbacks. They're going up against Nick Mullins today. That should be fun.
I like Nick Mullins.
Nick Mullins had that game against the Giants, right? That was him.
Yeah.
It's his only good game. But, yeah, I like Cooper Kupp in this game, man. Big start for me. And give me the Rams in this game. What's the over in this one? 44.5. That's tough, but I think we'll get there. I do think we'll get there. And I think it'll be a close game. I got the Rams by 6, so look for the 49ers to cover.
I'm with that. I like that. I'm not mad at you. The LA Rams, that's my team right now. I think they're going to win that NFC West division. I mean, Seattle's getting a lot of pub. Arizona's getting a lot of pub, but the Rams are playing good football. They did beat NFC East teams, but they've had a couple impressive games the last couple weeks. Cooper Kupp's a beast. Jared Goff, when he's got the pieces around him, good time. He's a stud. On the flip side, though, I think Shanahan, I mean, the Niners aren't going to do anything this year with the injuries they've had, but he's got to get some votes for Coach of the Year with what he's done, dragging that team along, beating some teams. 6.5 is too many for me. Give me 49ers plus 6.5. 44.5 is kind of low. I'll take the over on that.
All right. Quick question, and then I'll get to my my stuff. Shout out to Andres Perez, who is checking in from Facebook. Great show. Who do I start this week? Full PPR. Pick 2. A.J. Brown, DJ Moore, or Devontae Parker? I'm going to go.
Brown.
His other wide receiver, Stephon Diggs. I like that.
Yeah. I'm going to go DJ Moore and Devontae Parker.
I'm right there with you.
I'm going AJ Brown for sure, man. AJ Brown's a big. Colts defense is stingy, but Brown, man, he scores
tougher matchup for Brown, I think. So yeah, I would take the other two for sure.
Jeff Maldo, 76. Taysom Hill, Matt Ryan, or Fitzmagic?
Is that Jeff Maldonado? Is that you, Jeff? That is. What's up, man? Long time no talk.
What's up, Jeff?
Give me Matt Ryan in the dome. In the dome ski.
Give me Matt Ryan. Taysom Hill in his first start last week didn't even have a passing touchdown. But, I mean, you know he's going to get his touches as far as running the ball, probably come up with 1 or 2 running tubs. But, yeah, give me Matt Ryan in that game. I think he's going to have to be playing from behind for most of that game, and you'll see them throwing the rock for sure.
I'm going to ride with Fitzmagic.
I like your style. The Beards got to stick together.
You know, Beards got to stick together.
Beards got to stick together.
Shout out to the Hub. The Hub is in the building. Shout out Bad Dog. Bad Dog is in the building.
In the building one time. Let's get this win today, Giants fans. Let's do this, man. One time, man. You know, it's time. It's time, Scotty. Take over this division. It's time. You know they coming.
Where's the horn, man? You got the horn
It's
ready?
coming. It's coming.
You punch. There we go.
It's coming. The Giants, baby.
Coming.
Look, San Francisco plays the Rams really well. That 6.5 is kind of sketchy, but the Rams have been playing lights out football lately. I'm going to take the Rams minus 6.5. I'm going to take the over. I think they beat them by a touchdown. And Deebo Samuel's back. No Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk's on COVID. So I'm gonna ride some Deebo Samuel for sure. Robert Woods. I think Robert Woods has a big game. Him and Cooper Kupp usually alternate games. Cooper Kupp had a big game last week, although Robert Woods had a good game. They both had good games last week. But I think Robert Woods is going to stand out to me this week. So that's what I'm going to ride fantasy.
Oh, man. Robert Woods. I know I had some numbers about him. Dang. I had
Cooper Kupp's more up and down. I have Cooper Kupp on one of my fantasy teams, and he's more week to week, up and down. Robert Woods is consistent as gravity.
Yeah, he is. I love me some Robert Woods. Always have. He's you know
USC
what? He's
though, right?
Of,
you haven't always loved him. He's a USC guy.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, when I'm talking about an NFL fantasy, he's kind of like, you know, he gives me some Terry McLaurin vibes sometimes. Is that a crazy comparison to you guys?
McLaurin's got a higher ceiling, I think, but yeah, they're definitely similar receivers.
McLaurin is a little better across the middle, a little tougher, I feel like. But Robert Woods runs the vertical routes really well, kind of like Terry McLaurin. And his last game, bro, he got targeted 15 times, had 12 catches for 130 yards. All season highs for him. So I don't know if that kind of sets him up for a bit of a bust this week. I'm not too sure. But last game against the 49ers, he was targeted 10 times. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Robert Woods, good play. Good play.
That's a good question, Hub. I think they might go down, you know, to LA and play down there. They might move their road game to a home game. Maybe they dig up they play at they can play at the baseball stadium. What's that out there? San Francisco Giants, AT&T Park?
Candlestick Park, right?
Candlestick is no longer around. I almost said it, but they might move
Candlestick
into
back in the Ricky Water days, man, where they would have the baseball field on the football field.
Right.
I never liked that.
LA Coliseum, they did it with the Raiders, right? They just got out of that one.
Never a fan of that, dog. Yeah. Never a fan of that. What do y'all think about what's my man? What y'all think about Jordan Reed in this game?
I like Jordan Reed.
It's not a bad go-to. He had that
of his
one
6
game.
targets, 62 yards last game.
Yeah, and Dwelly's the other tight end over there.
Dwelly, the singer rapper.
Dilla's man, the singer.
Right.
Nah, the other dude from he used to play in
Body Rock.
I see Roman
Seattle.
in the building one time. Let's get that dub, Roman. Let's go get that dub one time today. Take care of first place, man. Bring it over to New York.
To 1 o'clock, these Giants fans are gonna start losing their minds here.
You know it.
All right, let's jump into the matchup of the afternoon. This is a big game right here.
We ain't talking about the Giants yet.
No, I said the late afternoon.
You said the afternoon.
I did say the afternoon. I tried to go real quick and maybe catch you off guard, but don't get a lot past the Awthentic these days.
You can't.
All right. Kansas City Chiefs are 9-1. They are only a 5-point favorite versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're 7-4. The over-under is 56. Kickoff is at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Scotty Booms, tell me what you got.
This is another one of my locks of the week. Give me the Chiefs -5. It was -3.5. I love that. I'll still take it -5. Buccaneers against good teams. They've struggled all year. I don't know if we mentioned it off air, Authentic, or on air. But earlier you mentioned Tom Brady on deep passes, like 0 for his last 16 or something.
19, yeah.
Okay, so it's nice to have the weapons. If you can't connect on those deep shots, which look like he can't do anymore, that really limits Tampa Bay's effectiveness. The running backs are okay, not great. I mean, Jones gets his when they can pass the ball. Give me the Chiefs all day on that -5. I love it. And always over. I'm over with Mahomes always. So 56 points, still not enough for me. Give me the over on that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Scotty. I've been riding this stack with Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes all year. Shout out my man Bobby. Hey, what's up, Bobby? How you living, buddy? So I mean, I think that's a clear stack. And even though the Bucs are allowing the 7th fewest points to quarterbacks, it's Patrick Mahomes. You got to keep him in the game. I think who you stay away from this game, even though he had a touchdown last week, is Le'Veon Bell. Seems to just be like maybe some insurance in case your boy Clyde Edwards-Helaire goes down. I'd stay away from him. I've got Antonio Brown in my lineup this week too, man, and I know it's been sketchy for him. He's been getting some targets, though, man, but he hasn't been putting up the big numbers. I think he's put up enough just for me to keep him in the lineup. And I'm going to take, I'm with you, Scotty, on this one, man. I'll take the over, and I'll take the Chiefs to cover.
They're showing this boy Kendall Hinton right now. He's already played a little bit for the Dolphins. He looks like he could be a weapon. He throws left-handed. That's awesome. I like him already.
He like the lefty,
I'm
man.
telling you, man, he's going to have himself a game. PJ, I'm going to beat you with Kendall Hinton. I think that's his name.
Yeah, you got it.
Hey, look. This game going to be crazy for the Chiefs. Stack the Chiefs in fantasy. It's going to cost a lot of money, but stack them. Tyreek Hill, I'm sure Authentic will tell you, because Tyreek Hill is on Authentic's fantasy team. This kid, he's not a kid, he's a man. This man been balling. 85.9 fantasy points in his last 3 games.
That's absurd.
He's had 98 or more yards in 3 straight games.
I mean,
Buccaneers got good defense, but
they do. But listen, there's certain players that it's like, look, you can have a good defense don't go and do nothing. Like Tyreek Hill, it's just this. All it takes is that one misassignment, that one misstep on the coverage, and you can't catch up to him.
Big facts. And they make sure to get him the ball in different ways. He's the kind of guy you don't always got to get him the ball down the field. They can run the hitch route with him. They can run the quick screen to him. He can do a lot, man. He's almost a running back. I've seen him line up at running back as well. So Tyreek Hill definitely gets his touches.
Shout out to Sebastian. Thank you, man.
Waterfly told me stop.
I was like, keep up the good streams. What are you laughing at?
Waterfly is always telling me things I shouldn't do on camera, so he's saying I should stop typing my code. my phone keeps locking up on me. That's where I have my
Wait
notes.
a minit. You don't have the fingerprint technology set up on your phone?
Nah.
Oh, man, you living in a stone age, bro. What's going on with you over there, bro?
All right, we got a couple questions. Zach Moss or CEH? Clyde Edwards. Zach Moss is just
100.
It's
talked
tough.
about that earlier,
tough
man.
below
Stay away
running
from them running backs. Stay away from them guys.
I'm hurting at wide receiver this week. Choose 2 to start: Keelan Cole, Nelson Aguilar, Jerry Jeudy, Deebo Samuel, and Kendall Hinton. Give me Nelson Aguilar and Kendall Hinton.
Definitely Kendall Hinton, just because he's gonna get quarterback snaps. But the rest of those guys. I mean, Jeudy doesn't have a quarterback. Deebo Samuel doesn't have a quarterback. Keelan Cole, Aguilar. I mean, Aguilar's been having a decent year this year. Give me Nelson Aguilar.
Yeah, I'm taking Aguilar for sure. Is it just one we're taking or choose 2? Okay, so the second one is the tough one. I'm not going with no Kendall Hinton. I'm not doing that.
Authentic is against it.
No. Give me Deebo Samuel, man. Without Brandon Ayuk in that lineup, give me Deebo Samuel and give me Nelson Aguilar.
Shane Lemieux starting for the Giants. Who's out? Zeitler or Will Hernandez?
It might not even be nobody out. It might just be a start for Shane Lemieux. Because you remember when Will Hernandez came back with the COVID, they didn't put Will Hernandez in the game until the 4th quarter. But what's his name did go into concussion protocol, Zeitler. So I don't know if he's healthy. Maybe it could be something along the side of right guard. Maybe I'm not sure.
Interesting offensive line maneuvering.
We're going to take this one to Marjorie for an update. It's like, Will Hernandez benched. Wow, that is crazy. Okay.
They rotate him in, though, right? So he might get some snaps today.
Yeah, might get some snaps. But who knows? Maybe the rotation thing was happening because of Colombo still hanging around. Now that we got the new offensive line coach, maybe he sees something, in Will Hernandez he don't like.
Heard he broke Joe Judge's nose. That's what I heard.
Nah, I didn't hear that. Joe Judge ain't getting snuff like that. You know what's up.
I saw somebody on Twitter put Joe Judge on. You know how they put the names on the people. They put Joe Judge on the Paul kid, and then they put Colombo on Nate Robinson.
I like that.
Next game on the slate: Chicago Bears are 5-5. Taking on the Green Bay Packers, who are 7-3. The Packers are 7.5-point favorites. The over-under is 44. This is the Sunday night football game. Kickoff is at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Authentic, tell me what you got. Trubisky back in the realm for quarterback in the Chicago Bears.
Definitely not messing with no Trubisky. Definitely not. I kind of like David Montgomery in this game, though, being that Trubisky's getting back into the lineup. I think they're going to stick to the run. And the Packers are giving up 3rd most points to running backs. I know it's the Chicago Bears. Hard to trust them. I've been talking about the Chicago Bears being overrated for like 8 weeks, I feel like. All those early wins they got, all smoke and mirrors, man. So give me the Packers in this game. 44, we definitely going to get there with the man Aaron Rodgers one time. I'd stay away from Jimmy Graham at tight end. I saw somebody ask about that earlier, too. I would stay away from him. I had him in my lineup for like 2 weeks. Didn't like the output I was seeing from him. So, yeah, keep him on your bench. Aaron Rodgers, definitely a start here. Aaron Jones, I'm a little worried about. This is not a great matchup, and y'all know Jamal Williams been getting a lot of carries, man. So that's been a little interesting. Allen Robinson will probably get his, even with Mitchell Trubisky at quarterback. But, yeah, give me the Green Bay Packers in this game. Over-under-wise, I think we're going to get there, and the Packers should be able to cover that 7.5.
This is an interesting matchup for me. You always like the divisional games. Packers been playing better. The Bears, like Awthentik said, they are smoke and mirrors. They're not as good as that 5-5 record says they are. But if they can run the football today, and Mitch Trubisky, he's not Daniel Jones, but he's got some wheels, and he can move when there's holes. Packers have struggled defending the run. Awthentik just mentioned it. I'm going to say Trubisky's going to get over 60 rushing yards today, so he might be a sneaky play. Absolutely, man. He's not a stud, but he's going to get his yards on the ground. And when you have a quarterback starting, that's really what you want, because that's, usually a point every 10 yards. So anything you can get from that is a bonus.
That's a good one.
I do like the Bears to be inside. 7.5 is too much for me for a divisional game. Bears defense is good enough that they can maybe keep the Packers, who are kind of one-dimensional with Devontae Adams on the outside. If they can keep him in check somewhat, I think the Bears are going to keep it close. So give me the Bears plus 7.5. I'll go over 44 points, though. It seems a little bit low.
Devontae Adams has been scary this year in fantasy, man. That dude's been balling out, dude.
Unstoppable, too. I mean, as the clear number one every single week, they still can't do anything about that, man.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers, 21-plus fantasy points in his last 5 games. But against Chicago, he is fewer than 14.5 fantasy points in his last 3 matchups against Chicago.
None of them this year, too. I'm just looking that up. This is the first time these two teams have met this year. I thought they met earlier in the year, but no, they're going to play last week of the year, and they're playing this week.
So, I mean, I think Green Bay is, they play well after bad games. You saw that after they lost that shellacking to Tampa Bay. So I expect them to bounce back. I think Chicago's a really bad team. They're lucky they're 5-5. I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers minus the 7.5, and I'm going to take the over 44. That's where I'm at. Aaron Jones or Mike Davis?
Aaron Jones still. We just talked about that.
I know. I'm going to still take Aaron Jones in that. I feel like Mike Davis has had a bit of a fall off with his yards per carry. Give me Aaron Jones in that one. I saw another one, too. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to get to for sure. This is a good question right here, because I do think this is a very defining game for Daniel Jones. Y'all know I'm on the Daniel Jones bandwagon. I'm looking for the jersey I want to buy now. Haven't been able to find a white stitched one during this COVID situation on NFLshop.com or Giants.com. But with this game, this is a must play well. If it depends on what we're calling a bad game, because I think if he could go in here and throw 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, come out with like 300-plus yards and get the W, that's going to be good enough to be able to get the franchise and the fans off his back. Daniel Jones is the guy moving forward. I think it doesn't matter what happens in this game. I think Daniel Jones is the guy moving forward, at least for the rest of this year and entering next year. Give him at least the first 8 games next year to prove himself even a little bit more. But, yeah, I do think that this is a show-me game. You got to show the fans why you were drafted number 6, not number 7, like that card Tim got. That's a gem, maybe.
It's the wrong number or wrong. What is it?
So on the back of the card, in like the paragraph on the card, it says the New York Giants tabbed Daniel Jones with the 7th pick in the
Awthentik. Have you verified that? Because the Beard.
Roll D in the building one time.
Words.
Let's go get this dub today. Roll D, let's go. Let's take this division one time. First place waiting for us right there. Give me that first place. Give me that.
Fanatics had it on sale, so how about it?
That's not stitched if we talking jerseys. It's not stitched. I don't do the iron-on stuff, bro. You see it. You see the Eli, baby. You know what's up. We don't do that iron-on stuff over here, man. We got to keep it authentic.
All right, so we're going to jump to Tuesday's game.
Yeah, let's do that, man. You over here crickets and over here looking at text messages. Hey,
No, I'm not looking at text messages.
Hey, I'm just playing with you, but whoever be getting on you about getting on your phone, I need you right now. Tell Tim what he's doing wrong on camera.
Everything.
Roldy, let's get it, bro. Let's get it.
Baltimore Ravens are 6-4. They are taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, are 10-0. This game is on Tuesday at 8:00 p.m. As of now, this game might not happen. It's off the board betting wise, so there's no over under. There's no spread.
So let's skip it then. What are we doing?
And we figured we might as well touch it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to touch it.
That's what she said.
Never.
I think
that
She said never.
the Steelers are going to win the game. RG3 is playing quarterback. I always wish RG3 the best.
Didn't sound like it. Did not sound like it.
I mean,
right
you guys
there.
know I'm a big RG3 guy.
He
but
said RG3 playing quarterback
RG3
like
playing
that.
quarterback against a 10-0 Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Let's be realistic.
You got faith in that wide receiver at quarterback.
Man, I got
Denver.
pipe dreams. Pipe dreams and faith are two different things.
Hey, that Steelers team is a bit overrated. Don't forget, man.
Where does RG3 fall?
You-
Pipe dream or which one does it fall in for RG3? For you, the Beard.
In this situation,
Is it a pipe dream or okay?
It's a pipe dream.
RG3 like what was my man's name? Skilo. I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller, right?
I had a girl in a phone.
RG3 a one-hit wonder. You know what I'm saying? A quick one-hit wonder. We thought he was going to have a couple hits for the rest of his music career, and he wished he was a little bit taller, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. Wish that ankle did.
Those ligaments in that knee. And then that ankle, he had a bunch of them on that one.
Oh, man, I always thought about that. Inside ankle break, and he was running right and planted the foot and broke the ankle inside. It was one of the freakiest injuries I've ever seen. And completed, because no one was in his face. It was a no contact injury.
Yeah.
Come on, RG. And he was wearing them stupid low top cleats.
Right.
Anybody born in the 80s, you know what's up. We don't wear low. What are we playing?
Let's keep it
European football? Are we playing soccer?
Beard, man, you're the moderator. Keep the show moving.
Man. Come on,
just sit here and let Awthentik do this to us.
Are either one of you guys giving Baltimore a chance to win the game?
Watch this. Watch
Nah,
this.
no way, Pittsburgh.
Watch this. Watch this, Scotty. Watch this right here. Let me tell y'all what the Giants going to do today. The Giants are going to win the division, and it's going to start today. We're going to go into first place. We're going to go into Cincinnati. We're going to take care of this third-string quarterback. And when we get back to do these recaps on Tuesday, we're going to be talking about the first place New York Giants. Back to you, Beard. Mo County Police pulled up on Scotty one time.
Man, I got so nervous. I saw the comment before you guys saw it, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
That face that you make just now.
Yeah.
So look,
Gotta go.
Seattle Seahawks, 6-point favorites, are 7-3 at the Philadelphia Eagles, 3-6-1. The over/under is 48.5. Kickoff is at 8:15 on Monday. Remember how I said that whole thing about Jalen Hurts?
Playing with the ones.
The story broke that he is taking snaps with the first team. A significant increase in snaps with the first team during practice. And Marjorie, who is the most credible source in the chat of all of us, dropped that information as well. So interesting.
Yeah, I mean, getting more snaps for him, though, I would like to know the comparison to how many Carson Wentz was getting. You know, I think that's very important because you've seen him in the offense, you know, in their schemes, especially on 2-point conversions and 4th and 1s.
They did say Carson was taking snaps with the ones too. It wasn't like a promotion. They were both just splitting them. So I think it's a smoke screen. I think it's just to light a fire under Carson Wentz, man.
Yeah, I think the same. And maybe to implement a little bit of some plays to keep, you know, Seattle a little bit off balance. I mean, he is going up against the worst pass defense in the NFL, but he's probably the worst quarterback in the NFL. He leads the NFL in interceptions, fumbles. Eagles lead the league in turnovers. It's been very ugly over there. Miles Sanders with that big fumble. What was that, last week?
They're a mess, man.
Yeah, they're a mess, man. I don't got too much to say about this game, man. Yeah, give me the Seahawks in this game to cover. I'll take the over.
I'll take Eagles +6. Just because. I mean, Seattle's defense isn't, I don't know.
You can't get away from those Eagles.
I can't get away from these Eagles. I always find a way in my
know.
mind to want to pick these dudes. I just gotta
Ben
give
Ball, says they're splitting reps in practice, so that was an even 50-50 split, I guess. I mean, maybe this is the transition to get Carson Wentz out of there. That's going to be a lot of money lost.
It's going to light the fire.
It's going to light the fire. I'm going to take the Seahawks -6. I'm going to take the over. I think Tyler Lockett has a huge game. Look for Tyler Lockett to have a huge game.
He's always boomer bust also.
He is, and I think this is the boom week. So I'm gonna ride with him. Simon Coleman's got a question: Gio Bernard or Rashard Perriman? I would have started Perriman.
Yes,
I would have started Perriman if Joe Flacco was playing quarterback, because Perriman is Joe Flacco's dude, but Joe Flacco's not playing quarterback. So I don't like Gio Bernard. Either.
Yeah, I don't like it. Wait, is Rashard Perriman the first round bust from Baltimore from a couple years ago?
Yes.
I didn't know he was still in the league, to be honest.
He's been balling out the last 3 weeks with Joe Flacco.
Well, give me Perriman then.
I'll take Perriman too, because I'm not high at all on Bernard. Not at all.
All right.
And it's Giants run defense. Y'all know what's up with that Giants run defense.
I'll make it easy for you, Perriman. All right, so that's all the games for today.
Wayne Gallman.
What up to Simon, man? What's up, Simon? I don't know if you just joined the chat, man, but what up, fam? Definitely looking forward to this Giants W. Are we down to the biggest game of the afternoon yet?
That's it. We hit all the games already.
Chill out, Curry.
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Dual Threat Danny.
All right.
Guest starring Xavier McKinney.
It is Awthentik's New York Football Giants, who are 3-7. They are 6-point favorites at the Cincinnati Bengals, who are 2-7-1. The over/under is 44. But I'm gonna start with Booms.
Booms is like
wire
what?
Tight. Daniel Jones. Give me Giants -6. Give me over 44.
Let's go with Tim's favorite beat real quick one time. All right. We can use a couple more of those too, right? So, man, I talked about this last show. Oh, Scotty, we're going to miss you, bud. Best division in football. I need everybody to continue to do what they're doing, man. James Bradbury, Sterling Shepard, Blake Martinez, Wayne Gallman, man. 2 rushing touchdowns last week, first time in his career. I need more. Tim, I like the prediction you made. I need Wayne Gallman to go over 100 yards in this game, because then that means Daniel Jones is not even going to have to throw the ball that much. Darius Slayton, I need you to step up, man. He's got 6 games with 3 catches or less. I talked about that yesterday on the previews. He's got 2 games with 6 targets or more, so I need Jason Garrett to implement him a little bit more in this offense. The kid Brandon Allen for the Bengals actually has a win as a starter. So, man, I've been talking about this all week. Watch out, man. This could be a trap game. Somebody in the chat was saying that, I think it was Steve T who was saying this, that this is the kind of game that Daniel Jones needs to show that he could beat teams like this, and I 100% agree. The Giants defense has been solid, man. 25 sacks on the season. I thought that was 11th in the league. I think Tim was saying that's a little bit higher. It might be. 71 quarterback hits, that's 5th. Leonard Williams, I'm going to need you to plug this run. Give me a couple sacks today, man. Xavier McKinney debut. I am looking forward to this, man. As much as I want the Giants to slow play his play on the field, hey, if he's in the game a lot, I'm not going to be mad, man. This guy was a 2nd-round pick. We're looking forward to seeing him on the field and seeing what he could bring to this Giants defense. And offensively, man, Daniel Jones, I'm going to need dual threat Danny, the 7.8 yards per carry Danny, the 38 yards a game at quarterback Danny, 6 games leading the Giants in rushing Danny, dual threat Dimes. Dude, that got a triple entendre ring to it.
All 3
Danny,
of them together,
dual threat Dimes. Let's see the Giants get this division, man. Let's take it over. I don't even like how people in Washington been so happy this week. I saw Easy Street talking about first place. They ain't even wait till Sunday. They didn't even wait till Sunday. They got one more game than us. You know the other one I saw? Terry McLaurin leading the league in yards. Come on, man. He's got one more game. One more full game than your boy Stephon Diggs you've been talking about all year, Tim. Come on now. Graham Gano back. Hey, I want to see field goals. I want to see rushing touchdowns. I want to see Danny Dimes get in there with a rushing touchdown. I want to see 2 touchdowns from in the air. Let's dominate, man. The Giants have not completely dominated the game all year. I feel like that last week against the Eagles was probably the most domination I've seen. I need to see more of that. I saw a funny fantasy. I think it was Joel in the chat last night. He called them
Obi-Wan Kenobi for your kicker there. So that's a cool
Oh, I like that. Hey, McGinnis, I see you in the building, man. I know you're not rooting for them Giants today, man, but we are going to take this division. I'll eat my words if we don't win this game, but this is a game that the Giants should win.
I don't want to be around if the Giants.
Oh, nah, man. I'm in cruise control now, man. The Giants have already impressed me beyond what I thought they could do. I'm not even going to lie. Even though I had that optimistic record prediction at the beginning of the year, I mean, with a second-year quarterback in here, this team is on the up. I'm so happy considering we were in the dumps at the beginning of this year. How many games did we lose to start the year? Was it five games? I mean, come on.
5.
And now we're on a 2-game winning streak. Let's set the division record for the year with a 3-game winning streak here, man, and take this first place division. I ain't gonna say too much more except let's go get this WG, man.
So wait, did you take the Giants or the Bengals? I got it right.
Come on, bro. Giants 42-0. Let's go.
Let's go. The Beard, man. What you got?
Oh, we're going. You want to go last? Okay. I mean, look.
Hey, but realistically,
I already picked
34 to 13.
I didn't have any analysis.
I'll take the Giants -6, and I'll take the over. I've already said it once today that I think that Wayne Gallman goes for 100 yards today. I expect Daniel Jones to have a pretty good game too. And I'm playing the Giants defense. I'm running Giants defense, Saints defense, and Dolphins defense. Those are my 3 defenses I'm running for DraftKings today. So I think the Giants defense has a good game today. They should. And just don't give up the big play.
Hey, man, this sketchy-ass dude just walked by looking dead in my window, man. I'm about to go, man, I'm about to go win the first game real quick, step out on my porch, man. I think that's the second time I've seen this dude walk by, man.
Don't go out there like Roy Jones, man. Don't be like Roy Jones out here, man.
Hey, dog, you know when you, like, peek through the window and you see some sketchy, you like, hell y'all doing out there in front of my house?
Get off my alley.
Yeah, bro, this old sketchy dude, man. Come in here and get the hammer to your face, cuz. You better keep
nice equipment in there, man.
Yeah, right. You better quit playing, looking in here trying to peek through my blinds, cuz.
I like the Giants too, man. You gotta go.
Are these guys giving away free fantasy advice? Why don't we just stop by the window?
Yeah, oh, you talking about sketchy.
Yeah.
Sketchy dude over here, man. I gotta keep these windows closed, bro. That is not a good look.
Oh, you said don't get Nate Robinson out here, though, man. Be careful now.
Yeah, you right. Good thing we do got them bars on the window. You right about that.
Oh, look what Lucas said.
None of that.
Right, Moco PD.
No bull. Nah, this dude was way too sketchy looking to be a part of Moco PD.
He might have been then.
He looked like one of them dudes you get caught on the tape on the Ring camera doing something sketchy like stealing your package or something from Amazon. About to go out there, yo. Hey, Gretzel, take a look out the window one time. See if this fool's still out there.
Oh, man. 81 people as we close out the show.
Oh, that's fire.
We're going to give everybody some time to set their own lineups and place their last-minute bets.
That's right, Joseph. You know what's up, man. That blue, that red. Let's go. Let's go get this W, man. And make sure, man, y'all come and check us out on the Hubs channel. I think one of the moderators put the link in the chat here in the comments and whatnot. So we're going to be there. Scotty, you're more than invited to pull up.
Sweet.
And, yeah, you can be on the broadcast, he was saying as well. Beard's going to join me. And, yeah, we'll do a little bit of play-by-play and a little bit of NFC East perspective on the game today, man. I think it's going to be a good one. No bull. I think it might have been Kendall.
Talking about me? You said not starting?
You need a quarterback?
All I can think of is that Goody Mob song right now.
Who's that peeking in my window?
Bow! Nobody now.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Can somebody drop the link to the Hubs channel for us? It's going to be fun.
Joseph, you became a mod last night, actually. I promoted a couple of mods.
Comes unpaid job, just so you know.
And we definitely appreciate all y'all, man, for hooking us up with that support, man, and helping us out with the links and things like that. We really appreciate that. Lax, Sunday, Joseph, who else we got in the Waterfly being here doing the plug-in. I really appreciate that. Y'all really keep this Giants community moving, man. And with that said,
Let's go.
Let's go, New York Giants.
Lead them out, Scotty Booms.
Daniel Jones drops back the pass. There's no pressure in his face because the Cincinnati Bengals defense is straight garbage. He looks right. He looks left. It's Darius Slayton for a 50-yard. 40, 30, 20, 10, touchdown!
Kickoff! About 25 minutes away for all the 1 o'clock games. Thanks for tuning in again for a Sunday parlay show. This one was fun and funny. Had a lot of good laughs today. Good luck to those New York Giants. I'm not rooting for you, but I do hope y'all win. Have a beautiful day. We'll see you guys on Tuesday for the recap show. Go check out the Hub. Authentic and The Beard are going to be on there doing a play-by-play. See you guys Tuesday. Have a great day. Best division in football.
You know what it is? Come
Go,
on.
bro.